Hello beautiful people, it is Alycia. I am filming today. As I answer these, think of other topics that you'd like me to discuss, because there's some good questions on here, and like some of them I feel like I can go into deeper on other topics, other subjects, with other subjects, but not all in this video, because I want to keep this video as short as possible so that you guys don't fall asleep watching. So first of all, if you guys don't already know, I recently moved to Rexburg, Idaho from Dallas, Texas. So that's a big change, like from being by the city. I wasn't like directly in the city, but I was really close to the city, a lot of diversity, moving to BYU, Idaho, Rexburg, BYU, Idaho. I'm going to Brigham Young University in Idaho, and this is a really small town, very rural, not a lot of cities around at all. It's not as diverse, which is good in some ways. Some ways it's different, you know, like I'm around a lot of people of my same faith, which I love, because it just always feels like I'm around positive people. But there's some ups and downs about that. So I can talk more about that in another video if you want. But I'm gonna kind of stick to these questions right now. So basically, I finished my associates in Texas in May. I just got associates in arts, and I transferred my credits here to Brigham Young University. And I'm studying communications with the emphasis in public relations. So I've always loved communications. I mean, that's always something that's been a part of my heart. I was just kind of scared to pursue it because I was always told that career, it's hard to get into. There's little pay, and it's not just, there's not a for sure like job for me. So I originally started going to school for education because I knew I could be a teacher. I knew that would be easy, and I love teaching. But I decided instead of going with like what was easy, that I was gonna do what I really love, and it's been so much more than I could have ever, like it's been what I've expected plus so much more. I love it. The good thing about finishing your associates and then transferring to a university is you're done with all your basic classes. Like no more math, science, English, history. Not that I didn't like those subjects, but now I can just completely focus on my career. So everything I'm doing is communication based, and I also have a few religion courses, but that's about it. So recently I joined the Scroll magazine here, or newspaper. I didn't join the writing part. I do a lot of writing in my classes. I joined the television department. So basically for writers who are writing the articles for the newspapers here in Rexburg, I do short video segments for that story, for the online portion of Scroll newspaper, so people can kind of go on there and look. So far, this is only my second week in it. First week I did the tax overhaul bill that Trump proposed to Congress, just a little bit about that, seeing what students understood. This week I got to dive more into stuff that I love. I'm talking about racism in America, diversity. And it's been so much fun interviewing you guys, like interviewing people, like depending on where you live, I'm realizing some people are oblivious to the racism that's around them, like, and there's a lot of good people of all nationalities, you know, trying to improve racial indifferences. There's some people doing it the right way, and there's some people maybe not doing the right way, that I personally agree with. But it's very fun because this week that's what I'm talking about. So thanks for your participation on Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. It's just Alycia Marks, and I'd love to have you on there. That's where I put most of my questions to get feedback. So church calling, I was asked on here, do you have a church calling, and have you met any cute guys? So I'm going to answer the first part of that. The last part I'm going to answer a little later on. So I do have a church calling. I got called to be a ward missionary, which means I work closely with the bishop and the ward missionary on just like reactivating people here in Idaho. It's not so much about, you still teach the gospel and stuff like that, teach people about Jesus Christ, but most people here are members. So it's mainly reactivating and helping those that are struggling. I love these opportunities to serve because they strengthen me and they help me to make sure I'm doing the right things, reading my scriptures, praying, and just staying close to my Heavenly Father. So far, it's been a great experience. I love my ward. Okay, so I also got a question on here, and from Carol, she says how she want to know how I'm doing, like getting to know people in a new place. And I'm gonna combine some of these questions, but honestly, if you know me, I'm a very social person. I love making new friends. That's probably one of the most exciting parts about coming to BYU Idaho, is that I was going to be able to meet a whole different genre of friends, because a lot of my friends from home are from people I know since high school, and it's been hard to like meet new people. So I've made a lot of friends. Some of the ways I do that: one, the Scroll Television department, met a lot of great people there. Two, I was asked by one of my friends to join a flag football team, and I was like, oh my goodness, this could be really good or this could be really embarrassing. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And it was really fun. Like, our team is beginner level, but we entered intermediate because there was no more spaces, and we got our butts like beat. But the team is so awesome. It was so much fun. I got like what is it, a technical foul or something like that, because somebody tried to grab my flag, and just my reflexes to be like, whoo, move. And so that happened, but you know, I'm learning and it's fun. So those are some of the few ways I'm meeting people. My roommates, friends, etc. Like, they introduce me to their friends. I talk to them, hang out. Everybody here is really friendly, so it's easy to make friends. All right, so and there's lots of parties too, so that's easy. Good parties. My dating life. So that goes back to any cute guys, and also Kelly's question: in your years and your experience, what is some of your best dating advice for adults? And how do you spot a good guy versus not a good guy, and how to decide if you can trust someone? So I'm going to kind of combine those questions. One, my dating life. So everybody makes it seem like when you go to Rexburg, Idaho, they call it BYU I do, because they say everybody gets married really fast. It's not really that crazy. Like, people aren't just walking around proposing to people, asking everybody on dates. Like, it's not like that. Like, it takes time because you got to get to know people. But I have been asked out on a couple dates. And I'm really working on dating people that I wouldn't normally date, just stepping out of my routine, and just kind of being open. I'm actually have a date tonight that goes through. Yeah. But nothing serious. I'm just meeting people, and having fun. I just decided I'm not going to focus so much on finding Mr. Right. I'm going to focus on being the best me, and making friends, and not locking myself up and secluding myself so I can meet people. But I'm not just thinking, where's he at? Oh, where? I'm not doing that. You know, I'm chilling. And praying, leaving it to Heavenly Father a little bit. But that goes into Kelly's question, finding like a good guy, knowing if you can trust them or not. I think, and of course I am not an expert dating because I'm still single. I'm single. Probably be single for a long while. Anyway, so, but some advice that I would give you from a single girl myself is to not focus so much on finding Mr. Right, but focus on developing yourself. But be open. I'm not saying not to be open, because if you're closed-minded and you're just like so caught up in yourself, you're not able to recognize when Mr. Right does come into your life. But be focused on developing you. I don't know if you guys have heard the song by Maxwell, "Don't be a nickel looking for a dime." Like, that's one of my favorite lines. Like, you can't be a nickel looking for a dime. You have to develop yourself. If you want to find Mr. Right, you got to prepare to be Mrs. Right. So a second thing I would say is to be observant. You've heard not to pay attention to like what people say, more so their actions. This goes with being observant to me. So like, when I'm dating somebody, I pay attention to how they treat other people, how they treat their friends, how they treat their family, how they talk about other people, how they treat people at restaurants. I know that sounds silly, but seriously, I pay attention to how they treat those people, and it kind of gives me a glimpse into how they will treat me, and some of their core values. Also, with dating somebody that has similar faith in you, somebody who has a relationship with Jesus Christ and has similar goals, I like to see how involved they are with their church. That is the biggest turn on. Like, I'm like, Yeah, baby. Is if they're working towards having a calling, if they have a calling, how involved they are with their calling, if they complain about their calling, or if they love their calling. Like somebody who really loves our Heavenly Father and loves Jesus Christ, that is attractive. So if you're looking for somebody like that, you're gonna find somebody who loves you and somebody who's gonna treat you great. So I'm working on developing friends and then going there. And if you see them doing that, trust comes over time. Especially like if you've been through a lot of things, trust doesn't come as easy. I trust so easily. I just trust everybody, which is not necessarily good, but you get what I'm saying. So, and also don't forget prayer. That's like one of the most important things. And praying for the right things, praying to recognize him, praying to be prepared to meet him, and etc. Okay, so Allie asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I've always been the type of person that plans out every aspect of my life. And it like drove me crazy when I got back from my mission trip, because I didn't have a perfect plan. But I kind of realized I don't need a perfect plan. But these are some of the things that I'm hoping to do. I'm kind of going to see where Heavenly Father takes me. I'm kind of one of those people, I'm cool with not necessarily going with the flow, but whatever opportunity opens up, I'm excited to take it. I recently I recently just started working with a company called Young Living Essential Oils. I love it so much. Like, on my mission, when I've had headaches, I had members who would like make me little roller bottles to help with like headaches. And it was so great. And I've always been the type of person that hates medicine. Like, I would just try to sit through the pain. And that's before I knew about essential oils. I just hated thinking about taking so much medicine. And I was like, does it even like help? And not that it doesn't work, but like using essential oils is more of a natural way. So this is something I've been doing for the past 2 or 3 months. I'm still learning a lot about them. I'm going to actually be doing a class on October 19th on my Facebook. So make sure you follow me on there. I'll be going live and kind of just doing the basics to essential oils, why you need them, and how to have a more chemical-free life, chemical-free home to improve your health and improve the health of your family and friends around you. I love it. And I am learning to love it more every day as I use it more. So within the next 5 years, I definitely see myself taking that very serious. Right now, school is the #1 priority, graduating. But I'm still working part-time with essential oils and just trying to share them and use them. And then I really want to go further with my YouTube channel. I love teaching, like I kind of talked about earlier, but more motivational, more pivoted towards like strengthening yourself spiritually and physically and becoming a better person, more towards women, motivational, like confidence, loving yourself, dating advice, and etc. So if you guys have any topics or anything like that, I'd love for you to comment them below. Honestly, my plan for the next 5 years is just to travel the world, to try to make a difference, to live life, love life. Hopefully I'll meet somebody nice within that time, or maybe get married. I would love to have children eventually, not like in the next year or two, to be honest, but soon. This next fall, I'm going to China. I'm going to go with my best friend, Lauren, and we're going to go there to teach English to kids in China. Volunteer. We're so excited. It's a great program. If you want to know about that program, you can comment below. It's really cheap, and then once you go once, you can go free as many times as you want. So I'm just going to be traveling the world the next couple of years, to be honest, and developing my skills for after graduation. I'm on track here at BYU Idaho. I go fall and spring, so that means I'm off. I have like a couple months off in the winter. So my plan is to get an internship. I'm going to kind of see where that goes. If I can find one in Rexburg, I'll do that so I don't have to keep moving around. But I'm also looking, I have a couple opportunities in California and Texas. So I'll keep you updated on that. But right now, that is like the biggest update. If I miss anything, let me know. I try to keep it short and fast. But I'm loving life. Like, I'm just honestly happy. Like, I was thinking about the other day and I was like, it's like I have so many amazing things in my life right now. I'm like, I don't even know how to handle it. Like, I'm so busy with amazing things. Like, there's nothing that's taking up my time that is bad for me or that is a waste of time. Everything I'm doing right now is to help me for the future. And I love it. I'm so happy. and I'm so blessed. And so yeah, I'm just gonna end it right there. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on, or add me as a friend on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, Beautiful Things. But toodaloo, toodaloo.